Hi there, Emily Farber with Levitt Craig Realtors in Iowa City, Iowa. Thanks for joining me. The topic of today's video is a good one if you're in the market to buy a house. We are going to discuss 10 tips for writing a strong offer. Let's go. Tip number 1 for writing that strong offer. It's all about the pre-approval letter, baby. I know you've heard it before. You need to have that pre-approval letter and you need to have it in hand before you write that offer. If you are in a multiple offer situation and you want to present an offer that's going to be compared with others and your offer doesn't have that pre-approval letter attached to it, you're just not going to compete. Even if you promise that you're going to get it within 24 or 48 hours of accepted offer, it's not going to work out in your favor. I'm sorry. Please, please ask your agent or ask your friends and family for a trusted lender. Shop around if you want to, but definitely have that pre-approval letter in hand. Tip number 2, know your market. Be realistic. Have your agent do some research on comparable recent past solds so that you know what a fair price is to offer on that house that's caught your eye. Tip number 3, put your best foot forward dollar-wise. Often in a competitive market, you only get one chance to make a first impression, so don't screw it up. You might want to consider an escalation clause, but I would definitely talk to your agent about the pros and cons before you decide to tack that onto your offer. Tip number 4, let's talk about earnest money. Sounds like a song. Earnest money, baby, or not. Make a statement with your earnest money. Don't be stingy. The earnest money is your way of showing that you have skin in the game. It is going to impress upon the sellers that you are serious about your desire to buy their house. If you only cough up $500 or $1,000, that's not going to be very much money to make them feel comfortable that you are the safest and best buyer option. If you can put forward a significant chunk of money that will become theirs if you flake out, they are going to be a lot more comfortable with you. Tip number 5, could you write a cash offer? There's a reason why we all say cash is king. In real estate, a cash offer often means a much quicker closing and the possibility of not having to worry about appraisal, and the seller is not going to have to worry about you making foolish financial decisions which might throw the whole transaction off track. For instance, a buyer who decides to buy a boat a week before closing, totally wackadoodle, can throw off their debt to income ratio and all the plans will come tumbling down. Cash is king for a reason. Often, offers that aren't even the highest dollar amount, if they are cash, may end up winning. Tip number 6, keep your contingencies to a minimum and keep the time frame of those contingencies short. The reason being, a contingency is an exit out of the contract for you, the buyer. Contingencies generally don't protect the seller. So the seller would like to have as few contingencies as possible and keep the time frame for them as short as possible so that they know the transaction is going to move past those, shall we call them roadblocks, quickly. Once all of those roadblocks have passed and you've released all those contingencies, the seller is going to know that that transaction is pretty much good to go. Be sure to talk to your realtor about the risks of waiving your right for contingencies. Tip number 7, look at all the terms of the contract. A real estate transaction is not just about the money. There's a lot of other terms at play. Ask your realtor to call up the seller's realtor and find out what would make the ideal offer for them. It might not just be only about the money. There may be other terms that are important. For instance, the closing date. Perhaps your agent will be able to find out some of the motivations the seller has for selling. Generally, there are 3 motivations that are in play for most people: money, time, and emotions. Tip number 8, consider writing the sellers a little love letter. It doesn't need to be long, but it should express your interest in the house and why it is that you want to purchase it. Sometimes matters of the heart outplay matters of the wallet. Tip number 9, don't be insulting on your offer. Your offer is not the place to point out everything that you think is wrong with the house. If you think that the wallpaper is atrocious, or the paint colors burn your eyeballs, or the cat odor is offensive, in a multiple offer situation, that's not the place to bring those things up. They're just gonna say, you know what? I don't really like this person's attitude very much, and they may move on to the next offer. Tip number 10, last but not least, hire a realtor who is responsive and on top of their game. Often, being able to act quickly is the key to even getting up to bat on a highly desirable property. If your agent can't get you through the door right away, you may never have a chance at that house at all. Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm so glad that you watch my videos. Remember, I put them out every Friday, if not more often, all about real estate and the greater Iowa City area. I appreciate your time, and I love it when I get thumbs up and comments down below. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. There's a little red bell icon down below, and if you click that, you'll get a notification every time I put out a new video. I'll catch you on the next one.